Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to City Skylines. That's right, folks. We are back in our city planning world. We're just sitting over here at Iced Bridge and just kind of checking to see how things are going. The bridge, the traffic here is kind of hit and miss. There's times when traffic is really, really heavy, like right now, and there's times when traffic is not so heavy. But if we come right over here, we can see that traffic is backed up for quite a ways, all the way around this corner here, back into town a little bit. But downtown traffic-wise seems to be going pretty well, and I think it's because I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's because because we put in the subway. Because once we get over here to the other side of town, once we get over here, look at what we got. We've got a ton of cars. I mean, just a ton of cars, and these go back quite a ways. We've got this industrial area up here that has a lot of traffic. We got this interstate exit right here that has a ton of traffic, as well as over here, I think. No, not so much. Yeah, so it's a lot of traffic here. It's a lot of traffic here. So there's a lot of traffic. Oh, we got a little fire thing happening here. Rid of that. Bye. See ya. So anyway, we've got to do a little bit of work, but I'm not sure what we should do about this transportation. Now I know that it's been said that if we kind of spread our industrial areas out a little bit, that might help. So over here, oh my gosh, I've got some abandoned areas. But over here, I've done a little bit of work. I've added. Oh, sorry. I think I might need to turn my sensitivity down a little bit. But over here, I've done a little bit of work on the oil fields. So this is all producing oil, but there's no industry over here to use that oil. And so what I was kind of thinking is I put in this road up here. And this road goes all the way around, right? And we can put in little roads to go with that. But none of this up here and a little bit of like right in here, none of that is zoned as oil production. So what I was thinking is if we put some regular industry, say right over in this area here and maybe out here, that we could get some of this oil to kind of go over here instead of out of town on the interstate and going elsewhere, right? So we're going to start off with that. So let's just kind of come over here like this, and let's get our this, and I don't think I want to do a ton. I want to just do kind of like this. So yeah, we'll just kind of go like this, and I want to do all of this. I don't think I do. Zoom out so I can see how much of this I've got. Yeah, that kind of shows me the whole thing. I want to do about half. If we come in here like this and we do about half of this, now some of that I think will turn into oil rigs, but others will not. So that should be fine. And if we do about a quarter of this, do about that much, and then we check our zoning. Yeah, so anything that was right in here is going to be regular industry. All of this up here should be regular industry, and then once we get creeping down in here, it's going to turn into oil, which is fine. I think that's fine anyway. Then we can come up here and we can make some of this up here. We can make this into industrial also. But I think, okay, water we're doing okay. Water we're good, except for up here. So if we just kind of go like this right here. There, that takes care of that. That'll make that so it's got water. And that'll work out just nicely for the most part. Now, this may not have power. How are we looking on power here? Yeah, see, that doesn't have any power. So let's take and do this. Let's turn this into office space right here, right? Because it's still industrial. And so if we just do this, that will help the power grid spread, right? Am I correct in thinking that? I think I am. It should be okay. As long as we get as long as we get like one or two businesses to grow right in here, this should do fine. Should get power. Hoping that will do its thing. So anyway, how is everybody? I hope everybody's doing okay. We just kind of jumped right in tonight, which is pretty cool. Hope you've enjoyed the content on the channel the last few days. The schedule seems to be working out pretty well for me. And also, I want to check and see what you guys think. How does the audio sound in this episode? I've been tinkering with some microphone settings and also microphone angles, because I've got a Blue Yeti microphone, and I have a boom arm so that it's up suspended off of my desk, right? And depending on which angle I put that microphone in, sometimes I get a little echo. Now I've got some sound dampening foam pads behind my laptop on the walls around my desk, so that helps out a little bit. But there is a little. I've noticed in some of my recordings that there's a little bit of an echo. Now some of that is if I'm talking really loud, then it of course bounces off the wall, bounces around the room, gives me a little echo, and that makes it undesirable. But right now I'm just kind of talking normal level, and I want to know what you guys' opinion is on the audio levels. Let me know down in the comment section how the audio sounds, and maybe I'll see. Well, I definitely will see if there's any corrections that I have to make based on your recommendations. This doesn't seem to be adjusting, so we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm just going to go ahead and go like right here, just outside of the zone, and do like that. That way we get some power transfer from here to here. That should do the trick, I think. Yeah, that fixed it. So that makes them happy. That's cool. Plus, since this is already zoned, that won't keep this from developing, which is nice. But as you can see, that actually kind of worked a little bit, and most of this should be now regular. Yeah, see, all of that is regular industry now. Don't need any more oil industry, which is fine. But this is all regular industry, which should be using some of this oil to produce its goods, which is one of the reasons why traffic gets so bad over here, because all this area up here really does is produce oil. And there really isn't anything over here that's using it, I don't think. This was kind of an afterthought, and it helped a little bit, as was this. So we'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully that does the trick. We got a couple of houses in here, or no, these are businesses. So we got a business in here that needs to get torn down. That's cool. So let's talk a little bit about City Skylines now. The series is doing okay. It doesn't get nearly as many views as my FTB Horizons series or my Age of Progression 2 series. Those two videos usually get anywhere from 75 to 100 75 to 100 views each. This one here gets about half that much. And that's understandable, because this is a very specialized type of game, right? So I'm not interested in giving this game up, but I am wondering if it's time to maybe make a change with how we do City Skylines, you know? So I've been talking a little bit with some of the folks in Discord. I know Pixelated Scroll is one of them, Silver Sorensen is another, and we've been kind of talking about the possibility of either starting Season 2 of City Skylines and having it be modded. So that becomes my question for you all about how this City Skylines series is going. Is it time to update? Is it time to upgrade a little bit and start doing something a little bit different? So tell me about that. Tell me what you think we should do. I'm still enjoying this series. My ideas are I'm struggling a little bit for ideas on how to lay out the town. This was a great thing that we did here. We did it in a live stream, and it has really helped the city grow. Now, right now, we're losing citizens, which is unfortunate. I've also done some work over here to kind of force people to move into the inner city, which may or may not be a good thing. I'm not really sure. We need to do more work over here, because all of this residential needs to kind of go away, and it needs to get just redistributed through here. So we're definitely going to do that. But I want to make sure that I do it properly. And as a matter of fact, we can probably zoom in here right now into this little corner right here, like this area right in here, and we can probably make some changes. I believe that we probably want to do something like this. So if I take and put in some smaller roads in here, if I do that, what will that do? What will that do to this, to the apartments and stuff that are along there? It's going to tear down the 2 on the left and the 1 on the right, which is probably okay. But then I can go back in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and try that. So that's going to go ahead and do that, and then we can come in here and we can put in some more high density residential in through here, like this. So if we just kind of come in here like this and just go like this. That should, if I'm not mistaken, that should zone up pretty quickly and give us some higher density housing, which should allow for more people to move into the city. Right now we're losing about 400. We've lost about 400 people, actually closing in on 500 now, and that's because we tore down a couple of houses, right? We tore down 2 over here, we tore down 1 over here, but it looks like we're quickly putting houses back in, which is pretty cool. So hopefully that'll work out for us, and I think we're probably good there. And so now what I'm thinking we might want to do is, what are my land values over here? I really want the land values over here to take off. So that's citizen happiness, levels. Where are property values? Here it is. This is property values? Yeah, so property values. So the more green the property values are, the better that they are, right? So this looks to be no. Not sure I'm reading properly. Like, what's supposed to be green? Oh, you know what? I think I know what it's supposed to be. I think the buildings are supposed to be green, right? So really, all of my buildings, but let's do it. Yeah, so it looks like, no, okay, yeah, so this is higher value than this. I think that makes sense. That being the case, we might want to do some stuff here in the inner city that will help to raise these property values. And from what I understand, some of the things that help to raise the property values are going to be like sites and recreation and stuff like that. So if we do parks and plazas, like none of these places have parks or plazas in close proximity to them. So what do we have available? Let's see, what is this? This is a fishing island. That could be interesting because we could put that over in this area over here, couldn't we? That could be interesting. We could also put that over here. If we did that, say, next to these folks right here, would they like that? It has to be by a roadside. Do you put it out in the water? How does this thing work? Fishing island, and this is a tropical garden. Tropical garden could be cool, but where would we put that? A Japanese garden. Now, Japanese garden kind of sounds like a good thing that we might want to put here in town, right? Let's take a look at that. So, Japanese garden, where does it fit? It fits right here on the roundabout. Do we want to put things on the roundabout? That's an interesting question. Can I do this? No, I really can't. And I really don't want to tear down any houses yet. But if I put, some features in here, that should cause this property value right in here to increase if I'm thinking properly. So let's go ahead, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and put the Japanese garden there. That's going to make these people happy. And then if we put in, let's see, what else do we have? We've got a tropical garden. I don't think I want to do that. We've got a botanical garden. How does that look? Oh, that's big. So the botanical garden, we might want to do... Botanical garden we could actually do down here, couldn't we? We could. That would be outside of town just slightly, but it would have a huge impact. It would actually get close to down to the center of town if we put it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and put that in, and that'll make all of these folks in here happy, right? And then what else do we have? We got a little bouncy house. I don't think we want to put that in here. We got a carousel park. Carousel park seems to be kind of one of those things that you'd find like on a town square, maybe. And so we could, yeah, we could totally put this right here. Or over here maybe. How about here? Yeah. I want to put it where it's going to have the least amount of impact on the surrounding houses, right? Oh yeah, look at all those houses. They're leveling up already. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and put... Oh, and this has got a much bigger reach, too. This carousel park has got a huge reach. And how much does it cost? How much does this carousel park cost? $3,500 and $64 a week to upkeep. That's not too shabby. I say we do it. Let's go ahead and put that in, because that's going to make all of those people happy. We've got the botanical garden down here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the property values here down here now. Well, that's leisure. Property values. Let's take a look at the property values. Yeah, see, the property values are already starting to go up. Property values are definitely starting to go up, which is a good thing, and that's because that's what we want. We want the property values to go up, because that means that we're going to have more and more and more upgrades to these buildings. And especially here in the residential center, if we have more upgrades to those buildings, that typically will mean, if I'm not mistaken, that more people can move in, thus taking care of some of this residential stuff. So those of you that play this game religiously, go ahead and correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I think I'm thinking correctly on that. And so maybe right in here, I want to put another little like little upkeep thing here. So let's take a look and see what's a floating cafe. Ooh, that sounds ritzy. I'm not sure. We obviously can't do it yet. We have to have how many people? 44,000, which we're we keep skirting. We keep flirting with 40,000 citizens. I don't know that we've actually made 40,000 yet. But if we get to 44,000, then we'll be able to build this floating cafe, which would be cool. What do we got here? Unique buildings. So we've already built this. We've got this here, which is the Brandenburg Gate. I don't think we want to build that. I mean, it's $195,000. And where would I even put it? I could put it right here. Could go right here. Could go across from the botanical garden. And it has, again, it has a huge impact on the city. Maybe we put that over here. Maybe we put that... No, I don't know. Ugh. It kind of needs to go in this area over here, doesn't it? Too bad it can't go in... It's too bad it can't go, like, right here. Or here. It's really too bad it can't go there. You know what? Oh, maybe it can. Maybe it can. Hold on a second here. What if I did this? What if I go like this? Dirt road. Right here. What if I did that? And then came over here to this unique building, right? Put that right there. I can. Now, if I do that, will it be stupid? I mean, because I don't think people are actually going to go there. But I can put it there, and it looks like it's going to have influence on the surrounding area by a huge, I mean, absolutely enormous amount. Go ahead and try it. Let's go ahead and put it down, because we got the money for it. We'll go ahead and put that down, and we'll see what that does to the property value. Oh, look at that. Leisure is going through the roof. Leisure's going sky high, as a matter of fact. Let's check our property values. And I do think, oops, property values, thanks. I think the property values are going up significantly. There was one right there. Weird smell coming from the apartment next door. What does a dead body smell like? That's never a good question to ask. What is this? This place right here. What's the matter with you? Not enough educated workers. Oh. Micronda Game Studio. So it needs educated workers. Okay, maybe it's time to look at our education level in town too. So, education, that's right here. Oh, yeah, you know what? We got rid of a bunch of schools. We need to fix that. We truly, truly need to fix that. So we've got a couple of elementary schools around. elementary school availability is actually in the red, so we really probably should put an elementary school someplace. Where should we put it? It looks like we're good over here, but we're not over here. So can we put something over this way? Space is already occupied. I could put something here. This would probably be okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put one there. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and put a high school, say, next door. And let's do the same thing over here. Let's put a high school here. And put an elementary school here. And so that'll kind of fix both sides, high school and elementary school. And then if we did a university, yeah, see, we have no university coverage. We could put a university down here. We could also put a university up in this area. But what if we put the university... How big of an area does this cover? Pretty good sized. Pretty good sized indeed. So I'm thinking that probably the university should go over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it over here. That should be okay. And that's going to have a gigantic effect on the city. Oh yeah, see, look at that. It's actually affected all the way out to here. So if we put another university over here on, say, this side of the city, yeah, why not? Let's do it. Booyah. I think I like that. I think that's going to work out well. I think that's going to work out well. The key is going to be to see what happens here with workers. Now, it does say that we need more residential. So what I'm thinking is, oh, we don't have any schools down here. Probably need to put some schools down here. Do I have any elementary schools? I do not. But if we did something like this, if we put, like, say, an elementary school here. Yeah, let's put the elementary school there. Let's put the high school right next door. Ooh, hey, can we do this? Oh yeah, let's see if we can put the high school here. And I put a park there. Because you always have a park between schools, right? Like a playground. Can we do a playground? What's this? Park with trees. This one. Large playground. Does it fit? No. Is there a small playground? Small park. There's a large playground. We could put, I guess we could put a large playground across the street, maybe. Yeah, we could do that. That is the large playground that we got selected, right? Yeah. So if we did that... Yeah. I mean, that makes those folks happy. Sure it does. Now we got to get power down to these folks. How are we going to do that? Let's go with some residential, because we need residential anyway. And we'll go ahead and fill this in with houses right here, and probably houses right here too. I'm guessing all of this can be houses. That'll start building those up, and then those will get power by default. How's the water looking? Water's covered. Okay. That should do it. Those should have power and everything, and so our educational needs should be met down here. Education. What's my education level look like over here? Natural resources. Here it is. Education. So yeah, so those places are pretty happy. We could use some education over this way, I guess. Elementary school availability, high school availability, okay, so universities were covered. High school availability, Looks like we need more elementary schools. So let's go ahead and put an elementary school down this way. And then we can put a park, say a park right next to it. So go like this, and elementary school, and we'll just go ahead and put the elementary school, say, right here, right? And then we can do a park right next door, like a large park again, large playground. Put that right next to the school. Boom. That should make those people happy. Should make everybody happy. Actually, we probably should put a park up this way too, shouldn't we? Kind of makes sense to have parks in the middle of your subdivisions, doesn't it? I think maybe it does. I think we're going to go ahead and put it right here. That's going to be 3 houses that are going to go bye-bye. Is there any way I can do it and only get rid of, say, like 2? Not really. But if we go right here, those are pretty small houses, so we can go ahead and do that. Yeah, that'll make everybody up there happy, so that's good. That's going to be all right. Now, if we close this and check our land values down here, I mean, not horrible. It's definitely middle of the road, so that's good. Is there? Yeah, do we have medical coverage down here? Not medical coverage as well as, yes, we do have a hospital, so this person should be taken care of. Do we have a crematorium or anything like that? And we just have the hospital. Ooh, we got lots of dead people down here. Ooh, okay. We probably should do something about that. Let's put a crematorium in. Those are small and easy. Let's go ahead and put one of those in. Oh gosh, they're not going to be happy no matter where I put this thing, are they? Maybe out here. Go ahead and put it in right there. That'll probably be the best place to put it. Keep it out on the main road. You don't necessarily want that in your subdivision. Yeah, that's probably fine. Oh, and the property values are going up probably now because we're getting rid of the dead bodies. So that's good. What's this? What's that house? What's going on there? Is that dilapidated and ready to be torn down or something? Actually, no. It's actually not. That's actually a decent little house. Yeah, this one here is a little bit better. That's the Woodland residence. 2 children, 2 adults, 4 seniors. So there's a lot of people living there. That's cool. Okay, what a great city! That's cool. Getting compliments on the size of the city and everything, or the quality of the city. What's going on over here now? So we've got one business. Oh, a lot of businesses over here that are not doing so hot. Why are they not doing so hot, I wonder? Let's tear them down and see what comes in its place. Okay, there's that. These are doing fine. And these are probably going to do fine because we have a lot of highly educated people in town. Office spaces use people that come out of the universities, whereas factories are going to use people with elementary school and or high school educations. If I'm not mistaken on that. Oh, we got a business got a house over here that needs to get torn down. Business or something. There we go. Cool. So that's going to take care of that, and that's going to take care of that. This is all actually looking pretty good. How's this doing in here? Not too shabby. Something in here was ready to be torn down. It's over here. So yep, we'll go ahead and tear that down. Let's go ahead and check our property values in town here again. See how we're doing. There we go. Oh yeah, I think that's actually I think we're actually doing a good thing here. So all of these areas here, which used to be very solidly blue, are starting to turn more towards green, which is awesome. So that's a good thing. Now, just because that's turning green is going turquoise, that doesn't mean that we're done, right? So like, what is this right here? So this needs something. It needs not enough educated workers. So we've got to have more educated people, which we should be getting from our university. Okay, so what's our education level looking like now for university? It says we have a lot. And yet there's not a lot of university coverage in these red buildings. Is that because this hasn't caught up yet? It does look like maybe we need some more high schools and elementary schools. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at that. First things first, let's get rid of some of these buildings that need to be torn down, like this one, and this one, and up here, and I don't think we need this anymore, do we? Get rid of that, that. Now, there anything else that, yeah, up here. Get rid of this. Else up here? Not so much. So, go ahead and close this. And we're looking at education still, right? So what if we put in, so that's elementary school, high school, university. These folks are saying that they're not covered by university. And that's probably because the people that are living here are still, no, there's 18 of them there. But we've got 8 uneducated, 11 educated, 65 well-educated, and 1 highly educated. So for all of these people in here, only 1 of them is highly educated and 65 of them are well-educated. And the rest are just kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel, it looks like. We'll have to see what we can do to fix that. If you guys got any ideas on how we can fix that, that'd be great. Oh, we got a building down here that upgraded. Yay! We also have a building over here that needs to be torn down. Not so yay, but we'll get rid of that. Bye. See you later. Well, more over here, too. Oh, man. That could be... We could be seeing these buildings get abandoned because the buildings around them are upgrading, maybe? I'm not real sure how that works, but it could be a thing. We tear this down and tear this down, then these buildings might upgrade. Possibly. How are we going to get these folks educated? Property values are doing great, but education levels are not. I just spun that thing around, and I really didn't want to. So we can get rid of this, and we can get rid of this. People seem to be generally happy in town. Right? Global happiness. I mean, we're still losing citizens. It kind of comes in a big ebb and flow. People move in, people move out. People move in, people move out. But it does say that we also need a lot more residential. So I'm thinking that what we really need to do is come down here and put in more densely populated residential areas. I think that's probably the thing that we want to do. So let's go ahead and do that. And that'll kind of wrap up this episode for today. Because we're at... Oh, wow, we're at 30 minutes. So yeah, we definitely need to wrap this up. So let's go ahead and put in... a road right here. Go ahead and do this. Do one here. Nope, can't do one there. Let's do one here. Boom. And let's do one here. Right? And then let's go ahead and put in residential, densely populated, just like this, all the way across like this. Just like so. And let's see what that does real quick. If it takes off fast, then we'll know that this is something that we needed, which I'm pretty sure that it is. I'm pretty sure that we did. Oh, do we need power? Oh yeah, that seems to be taking off pretty fast. We seem to be okay on power. Actually, we're probably going to have to get rid of this. Matter of fact, that's not going to make people very happy. So let's go ahead and get rid of this now, because we really don't need it. We've got a lot of power in our city, so we really don't need that windmill inside of the city. So we should be fine with that. While we're at it, let's go ahead and put in. I mean, I almost want to put in one right here, but I don't know that I should. I could get rid of this crematorium and put in another street here. Or we could just come over here and do it over here. So let's go ahead and get rid of this here. This is zoned like dense residential, isn't it? That kind of looks dense residential. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Let's go ahead and make all of this dense residential. We'll just go ahead and do that. And we'll go ahead and do that here. And I guess we'll go ahead and do it here. That kind of makes sense. I think that's going to do it, folks. Folks, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. Other thing that helps a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments right down there in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Leave your tips, your tricks, your pointers, your attaboys, your what in the world's what you think, and all that good stuff, and we will talk about it in kind. Also, don't forget to stop by the Discord server and chat with us there. We've got a nice little chat section in there for this series, City Skylines. We've got one for Age of Progression 2, and we also have one for FTB Horizons. But once again, folks, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.